Bluetooth headphones, so small, but yet they have so much technology. You know what? Bluetooth speakers are really lacking. So I'm thinking of taking this technology and transferring it to the Bluetooth speaker. So let's build this ultimate Bluetooth speaker, shall we? Opening up the earphone exposes the small electronics, the small motherboard, the small battery, the small speaker, the small wires. Because it has small wires, you got to be very careful not to break them, because resoldering them on is going to be very hard. Next, I'm going to be using these very vintage look speakers. They're going to be perfect for this project. I'm going to be removing all the unnecessary electronics from the Bluetooth earphones and just leaving the motherboard by itself. Next, I'm going to be moving on to the speaker. I'm going to be unscrewing the 4 screws behind the speaker to expose the speaker wires. I'm going to be cutting the speaker wires so I can solder them onto this 12 volts 2-channel audio amplifier. The second channel is going to be connected to the speaker input, which will allow me to connect a second speaker if ever needed. I'm going to be connecting a step up to the input of the audio amplifier. The step up is going to increase the voltage because I'm going to be using a 3.7 volt battery, and the audio amplifier needs 12 volts. The step up is going to make that possible. Next, I'm going to cover the electronics in electrical tape to make it safe so nothing is exposed. Reassemble the speaker, add these 18650 battery holders. I'm going to have 2 of them. One is going to be for the audio amplifier. The second one is going to be for the Bluetooth earphone. The Bluetooth earphone has 4 wires. 2 are for the battery and 2 are for the audio amplifier. I'm going to add a switch and 2 USB-C chargers. So I managed to finish all the wiring, but then I discovered that this thing has some kind of interference that's going on. This interference was mainly caused because I used the same battery to power up the earphone and the amplifier, which was a very bad idea because the earphone and the amplifier need their own power supplies. But because both of them had the same ground, that's why the interference was happening. I identified the problem, and that's why I added a second battery. But I was actually planning to always use 1 battery, but anyway, 2 batteries is fine. Although using a big 18650 battery for the earphone is very overkill because an earphone doesn't use that much power. Anyway. This is the second speaker, so it's going to be way easier to build. from the front, but once you turn them around, it's a different story. As you can see, they're identical. They both have two 18650 batteries. One battery powers the Bluetooth earphone, and the second battery powers the audio amplifier, right? So they have independent power sources, right? Now, in order to switch it on, it's a simple process. So at the bottom of the speaker, we have these switches. Now, the cool thing about these switches is I have wired it so that when you switch it on, the light comes on. As you can see, as soon as you hit the switch, boom, the light comes on. On this one, hit the switch, boom, the light comes on. Right. So these switches, the only thing they switch on is the audio amplifier. They don't power anything else, right? And then as you can see, we have these two things right here, this one right here, and this one right here. These are USB-C chargers, right? So I can plug in a charger here, it will charge the battery at the bottom. I plug in a charger here, it will charge the battery at the top, right? When the batteries are full, the lights turn blue. When the batteries are dead, the lights turn red. But as you can see, the batteries are fully charged. Pretty cool. The cool thing is I used a 2-channel amplifier, and basically what did I do with the extra channel? I connected it right here. So if I want to add another speaker, all I have to do is just connect it right here. Just plug in the wires and it's ready to go. Now, basically, I have my amplifier on. Now, in order to get it running, I have to switch on the Bluetooth earphone.
Power on.
As you can see, the Bluetooth earphone is on. Then I'll do the same thing on this one.
Connected.
Wait, but before I switch on the amplifier, the earphone for this one, let me show you something. I'm gonna play on the music. As you can see, this one is playing the music. I'm gonna switch on this.
Power on. Power off.
Just like that. So when you power off one speaker, the second speaker also powers off. And then all I have to do is just switch off the amplifiers. Boom. Just like that. Okay, so we have the two speakers right here. So all I have to do is just switch them on, which is quite simple. All I have to do is hit the switch at the bottom and then press this button right here. Hold it.
Power on.
It's on.
Connected. Power on. Connected.
There we go. All right, so both speakers are connected. All right, now we can begin with the fun. All Alright, so I downloaded a couple of apps. These apps will allow me to show you the full potential of these speakers. Now, the first app I downloaded is called a left-right stereo test. Now, if I hit left channel,
left channel,
left channel. Now, basically for me, it's wrong because when I press left, it's on the right. And if I press right,
right channel,
it's on my left. But for you, it's correct, which is perfect. So I'll keep it as that. All right, let's start again.
left channel, right channel, both channels.
As soon as you click both channels, it's like, wow.
Left channel, right channel, both channels.
Pretty cool. Wow. One more time.
Left channel, right channel, both channels.
That's magical. All right, now we go to the second app that I downloaded. This app will allow me to play two audios at the same time. It'll allow me to play one for the left speaker and one for the right speaker, which is pretty cool. So let's start out with my first song. So the music is coming from this speaker, right? Now I'm going to use both. This is both speakers. By itself, both. By itself, both. By itself, both. Alright, now what I can do is I can play two audios at the same time. Are you ready? Go. Please consider liking or subscribing. I hope to see you in another video.